Hi, my name is Shekar Mantha, and I'm going to talk about product backlog prioritization. This is a video in a series that I'm creating called Practical Agile or How to Practice Agile. If you have not seen my other videos, particularly the one on Bottomless Backlog, you may want to check it out because I raised the question in that video as to why product prioritization is important because I recommend that you have a bottomless backlog, that your product features backlog never really ends. And, um, and so that obviously begs the question as to which features or stories would you implement first. So before you can do any prioritization, the first thing you need to understand is what is the value proposition of your product, what your product strategy is, and what your marketing strategy is. So once you understand those three principles, um, those, those three things, then you can prioritize your backlog based on that strategy. So one example I can give is that if you're a startup, a new product, then your strategy may be to increase user base. Whereas if you are an established product and the market that you are in is not actually growing, the market is kind of stagnated, then in that case, you want to improve the user satisfaction or user happiness of your product. So relative to your competition, you want to stand out and be better than your competition. So those two those two different scenarios inform or rather would require you to prioritize things differently. Then the other thing I like to do is think in terms of short-term and long-term goals, and then prioritize all the short-term, the stories that will achieve my short-term goals, prioritize those higher than the ones that obviously are going to achieve, that are related to the long-term goals. Because once I achieve my short-term goals, then I can kickstart my agile process, get user feedback, and iterate around that. So my long-term goals may change. So I don't really want to spend capacity on trying to achieve those long-term goals. Um, and then the other thing I like to do is, if all things are equal, I like to prioritize bugs over features. I know this is counterintuitive, and you might get some feedback or pressure from the sales teams saying that you're not developing more features, and that you're only focusing a lot of capacity on product stability and product quality improvements. Then in that case, it is important though that the product quality is as high as it can be, because in the long term, product quality is going to determine the success of your product. And then the last thing that I would like to mention is that if you are looking at your backlog and you find that I talk to my development teams and the tech leads and find out if somebody is blocked, or in the stand-ups you hear that hey, somebody is blocked, then automatically the story or the bug that he or she is blocked on immediately becomes the highest priority, so that you can minimize your capacity loss and try to keep your capacity as high as possible. So those are some guidelines and my thoughts on how I prioritize the product backlog. Hope you found this to be useful. If you have any feedback, please put comments on the YouTube channel, and check out my other videos. I'll try and create one every week. And thank you for all the likes, and talk to you next time.